Hello folks, so this will be my last direct post to YouTube, and I'm partially reading because I've got some numbers and such to explain why. And even though I'm also posting this to Facebook and Insta, I will not be returning to YouTube in any form as a music maker, and I'll explain why shortly. Firstly, I thank anyone that's interacted on YouTube with me or has supported, watched, listened, commented, etc. I know there are many people that interact with me and other musicians exclusively on YouTube, and I totally respect that. In response to that, you can find my direct contact details in my Linktree account, and I'll stick that in comment sections in various places, and you can chase me down. It has my email and various other contact forms there. Okay, sweet. But to be clear, whilst I will leave what I have got on YouTube there for posterity, I won't be interacting with it beyond this post. So prior to now, I've had a monetized YouTube channel for several years, and as of this morning, it was sitting at a bit over 13,000 subscribers, which is not huge, but it's not bad. And I've never earned heaps from it. I think hundreds, not thousands, across that time. But it's one of the better paying platforms by comparison. My opinion on that is that they're all shit. And if your opinion is different to that, then you and I are in different paradigms, and that's okay. Pause for a cigarette. So, today I was demonetized from YouTube because my channel was, quote, inactive in a 6-month period, end quote. But YouTube would not specify when that 6-month period started, nor would they say when it ended. So I did what anyone would do. I reached out to their live chat function through Googly Whatsits. Love that integration. And I got 2 customer service operators, both of them highly fluent in politico-speak, and both of them highly skilled in diverting around very clear and very direct questions, particularly where I wanted clarification around numbers. Pretty reasonable thing. It felt more than a little Orwellian, to be honest. And on this particular day, it was extremely Lynchian. But like David Lynch said, focus on the donut, not on the hole. But to do that, I need to point more of the donut out in which the hole exists. So bear with me. YouTube acknowledged during that chat that whilst I posted several times in the last 3 weeks and remained active by their own classification, as their email in December was asking me to do, with no notice I now needed 3 million views of a YouTube short or a video or series of videos, etc., in a 90-day period, which is now passed, as well as 3,000 hours of watch time in a year from my audience, which is also now passed. This directly contravenes their statement that I was only being demonetized because I was both inactive and had not reached viewer thresholds. Oddly, after the conversation ended, the figures for minimum audience thresholds on my YouTube creator account jumped to a minimum of 10 million views in 3 months and 4,000 viewing hours in a year, in addition to my subscriber necessities. I couldn't tell you why, and frankly, I don't have to care now. Concerningly, and this is weird, YouTube confirmed that I would definitely not be paid out for the monetization earned thus far. It was a reasonable sum, but not princely. And confirmed that I would need to start my channel from scratch to achieve what they called, and I quote, a healthy, active ecosystem of channels, end quote. I don't even know what that means. YouTube also confirmed that the monies I've earned will now go back to their advertisers. No comment. YouTube ended our entire interaction from the day with an uncannily similar, almost exactly worded response that I received from Spotify, iTunes and DistroKid in regards to my recent departure from those platforms in December. And I quote you, We do not have any more info to share with you and will no longer respond to your future emails on this thread. I thank them for their time and for allowing me to disengage completely from a platform that does not need, value, nor support the artistic base upon which it earns its monies. I express gratitude at being able to instead pay attention to the creation of art within music itself. And so that is what I'm going to do now, regardless of how long it takes. And that's the way it should be for art. I've had what I would describe as an anti-instinctive, non-artistic, and frankly an anxiety-inducing relationship with YouTube for 10 years now, just as I have with Facebook and Instagram. And I mentioned those platforms because this interaction with YouTube is now giving me enough courage and reason to detach from all social media as well. Being a YouTube creator or a social media savvy entertainer, and this is the one time I fluff my words, of course. Being that savvy entertainer has very little to do with being a music maker. And in a world that devalues music for the sake of being entertained, I still have choice. I choose not to be involved with YouTube beyond this point, and I respect those that still need to or choose to. As I said, if anyone wishes to reach out via email, jump into my link tree. Details will be in the comment sections of wherever I post this. My music, anything new from this point on, will only be available through Bandcamp, but I do have massive concerns for that particular platform as well, and I suspect that in the not too distant future I'm going to have to look for a new home for all of my music that is not there either. I definitely won't be interacting with YouTube as a music maker beyond this point, and won't be directing anyone in my audience towards it. And frankly, I couldn't be more relieved to not have to cater to a company that is slowly choking itself and its audience and its artistic base. If I've learned anything from my time on this extremely weird planet, it's this. Do not place yourself where you have no value and where you are not seen for what you actually are. Thanks for the life lesson, YouTube. It's been noted and added to the pile with Spotify, iTunes, DistroKid, and the rest. Time to focus on the donut, because I'm done feeding this particular hole. Stay in touch, folks. Bye.